Hi, it's Frank Talarico from ServiceMaster TBS. Welcome to today's talk. We are here to talk about reopening your business and a couple questions that have popped up over the course of the last week or so. So I just want to go over these questions with you today. So one of the things that's frequently asked is, what's the frequency of disinfection? How often do I need to be disinfecting my facility? What we're looking at now is best practices. So if you have people in your facility on a daily basis, realistically, the thing that you need to do most is ensure that high touch surfaces are being wiped. We've shared with many of you our high touch cleaning checklist. That checklist is a service that can be performed by our staff or your in-house staff, or even employees that work on site. The high touch cleaning list is exactly that. It's areas that are touched frequently. So you're talking about doorknobs, railings, drawers, elevator buttons, items like that just need to be continually wiped, throughout the course of the day to make sure that those areas are disinfected. The next question is, is there a different type of cleaning for, different workspaces? And what I would say is, just like ordinary cleaning, there isn't a one-size-fits-all approach to disinfection, but it also depends on whether you have the public coming into your space, as well as people who work there, or just your normal everyday workforce. So you really need to take a look at who will be on site. What's the flow of people throughout your facility? Is it a facility that has heavy use of bathrooms? If we're having the public come in and using the bathrooms frequently, then you're going to have to take a look at how often you want to have the bathrooms disinfected throughout the day. So it really depends on what you can budget, number one, but also how safe are you willing to be. The next question we have here is, can I do this myself? When am I able to handle this disinfection service by myself with my staff or with volunteers? Or do I outsource to, ServiceMaster? And what I would say is, we've kind of developed a two-pronged approach, or an approach where we can do it either way. So we've provided disinfectant wipes and the detail checklist for our clients and said, here, follow this checklist, use these wipes and wipe in this methodology, and you should be okay. And we can come in and do, weekly or monthly disinfection with electrostatic disinfection as an add-on. The one thing about utilizing electrostatic disinfection is you're able to really, spray a low moisture particle or fog, on surfaces and coat with a disinfectant. So with clients who want to take on the wiping on their own, we're happy to come in behind and do the electrostatic disinfection and then provide the certificate of disinfection. So I think that's one thing that would set us apart from doing services yourself in-house, is relying on us to kind of do the final step of the process, and then providing that, basically bill of good health that the facility was disinfected. Last question I believe we have here is, how do we evaluate the quality of a cleaning company? So, aside from the coronavirus disinfection cleaning, the most important part of, your cleaning company's quality assurance is really making sure that you start with, expectations. So, it's easy to hire a cleaning company who's going to promise you the world, but the key is to have, a task schedule or responsibility matrix that says this is exactly what the company is responsible for at what frequency. So that's one thing that we work through with our clients. We find out that it's really important. Not every task needs to happen on a daily basis, but certainly, in scheduling things out, it creates a level of accountability for everyone. And by scheduling individual detail items out on a daily basis, we're able to spot check any day of the week to figure out, was the detail service done or not. So I would say that, that's what's allowed us to really provide, a high quality, high accountability service for our clients. When it comes to disinfection, that's a different story. So with disinfection, you want to make sure that your vendor is using an EPA N-list disinfectant. They're cleaning based on the label, so exactly as the product is supposed to be wiped on. You have a certain dwell time. Some are, dwell time of 3 minutes, some 5, some 10. They're all okay, but certainly, you have to expect that it's going to be a little bit challenging to keep a surface wet for 10 minutes in order for it to have the proper efficacy or kill rate. So, you really do want to make sure that you're moving more towards the 5-minute or 3-minute kill time, contact time for your disinfectants. So first and foremost, you would want to check that out with your vendor to make sure that they are understanding of, that process with the chemistry and the kill time. From there, you always want to make sure that the products are labeled and the SDS sheets are updated. You want to be able to go into the closet, know where your disinfectant is, it's labeled clearly, and if there are any challenges, you're able to kind of circle back and quickly look at a safety data sheet. Aside from that, one thing that I think we're doing that's a little bit different is moving away from the microfibers that we launder, and we're using disposable microfibers. The key there is to make sure that we're not, cross-contaminating surfaces. So we'll use our pre-moistened disinfectant wipe, call them chem-ready wipes, because they are dry when we get them, and then we pour in our disinfectant, our ServiceMaster 7. From there, we wipe surfaces in a specific pattern. As the chem-ready wipe gets dirty, we discard it and get a new wipe. So there is a little bit more of a cost when you consider using chem-ready wipes versus standard microfiber towels. But, we find that there's just more efficacy when doing the disinfecting. So these are a couple questions that you would want to ask your vendor to make sure that, they're really following through with what are the best practices for cleaning surfaces. I think the final piece in just making sure that you have the highest quality vendor is making sure that they are able and available to come to your facility and do a full coronavirus disinfection within an hour or two notice. A lot of our clients, especially in the distribution sector, find it very helpful that they're able to call us and we're able to mobilize very quickly so that they can get back to business, sometimes in less than 12 hours. So if they have an issue, they call us at 1 or 2, we're out there at 4 disinfecting a facility, and they can get back to work, sometimes third shift, or even more likely on the first shift is where they're getting started again. So those are, I think, key items when evaluating, can your vendor really support you? And let's see if there are any more questions. Nope, that was the last question I have. If that's all the questions for now, I just want to say thank you for your time today. And good luck out there, and call us if you need any assistance. Again, we can provide you chem-ready wipes, disinfectant, masks, gloves, and also wipes. Thank you again. Frank Talarico from ServiceMaster TBS signing off. I was thinking maybe we could do like a